Jessica! Yeah! Drinking on the G. Schneiden song, Schneiderweizen. Aventinus, Germany's original wheat Doppelbock, coming in at 8.2% alcohol by volume in a 500 milliliter bottle. And this is out of Köln, Deutschland. Okay, really creamy head to this beer. Smelling like Doppelbock meets pizza dough. You know what I mean? That's from the Weizen part of it. Kind of that caramely, damn near smoky Doppelbock, malty, kind of similar to like Wee Heavy, but Doppel, the German version of the maltiness. You know what I mean? Kind of curious to know what kind of yeast is in here. I should have googled it. I never really thought to. Is it like a Bock yeast, or is it the Weizen yeast? You know what I mean? Almost like an oily sardine fish scale. Very not. It's a association. It doesn't really smell like sardines, I guess. It's going in that direction. It smells like you're on a boat. So the wheat, the mouthfeel, settling down, taming the front of the beer, making it extra smooth and creamy like a lot of your oatmeal stout. So the oats kind of cream it up, mellow things down a bit, add some mouthfeel, and finishes malty, rich, dark, Doppelbockish type alcohol vapor. You know what I'm saying? 8.2%. Got this fairly cold, like not real cold. It didn't happen to be that cold for how it was situated in the fridge, but it's not warm, and I don't think it would be that great warm. If you had this warm, let me know. I don't know. I just kind of thought, I'm kind of picky about the temperatures I drink on my beers. That's so I'm kind of like this one. Why isn't Doppelbock or what? How do they do that? Wheat Doppelbock, Schneiderweizen. There's something bottle fermented, brewed in accordance to the Reinschenbot, and yeah, So they also have the Weizen Eisbock, which is a really cool beer. Kind of like one of the first ice beers, I guess. It was quite a high ABV to get rid of some of the water in the beer, you know. It sounds like these guys are kind of like original, old school German brewery. If you want to try things that maybe, I'm assuming that these guys have, from what I read on their labels anyway, that these guys kind of like came up with some shit. We'll put it that way. As it says, the world's first or whatever, and you never know. Germany's original wheat Doppelbock is what it says. So that's pretty cool if that's true. I mean, that's a really cool style. It's a really good beer. Like I said, the wheat is really taming the front of this beer. You know how like the Doppelbocks, like they're pretty powerful. They're malty. This one's boozy in the back, but it's super subtle up front. So it's like a night and day type beer. It's like it's like this pizza dough kind of wheat flavor, bread dough, I guess you could say. And really cool. You're getting like, it just tastes like a really cold wheat beer, and then you're getting all the dark malts and the alcohol after. I don't know. I'm gonna guess Doppelbock. I'm just like going out there. I could be totally wrong, and that would be hilarious because a Bock yeast is a lot like what they're using in a lot of the Weiss beers or whatever. But it's hard to say. With the bread dough, I don't know, man. I'm thinking I want to smell bananas, but it's kind of malty too, and it's pretty malty. I'm not really. I don't know. There's a flavor in the back that. I mean, it's so much flavor in this beer in the back. It's hard to tell what yeast they did use. That's kind of. I'm curious now. It's really good finish in the beer, and not over malty. And then once you kind of get accustomed to all the flavor, it really is even more easygoing. So it becomes more drinkable as you kind of move into it for sure. And just more of that bread dough, kind of like a whiskey vibe to it, like you're drinking a whiskey mix or something, a whiskey cocktail a little bit, like kind of with that way that malt is kind of like with the wee heavies too. You kind of get that whiskey type vibe, and you're kind of getting this out from the malty end of it too. I'm gonna shoot this 10 out of 11. This is a really original beer to me. I never had anything exactly like it, with the wheat up front, and then the Stoppelbach thing going on in the back. And with the booziness, I want to say I'm getting like a banana aroma or whatever. But it's hard to tell with the malts if that's just coming from the malt in the back or if it's actually a yeast characteristic. Kind of almost reminded me of a bourbon barrel aged something for a second. A little bit of wateriness to it and sweetness for sure. It's an awesome beer. I highly recommend picking this. So if you think you like this, you're going to like this. And I'm going to give it a 10 out of 11. It's amazing. You know. I don't know. Pretty hard to make this better. It's fucking solid stuff. Beer Zerka. And I'm out. Yeah.